Have you ever noticed how some of the smallest moments, a stranger's kind smile, the warmth of the sun, or even just a deep breath in cold, fresh air can bring such a profound sense of peace? If you haven't experienced such moments in your life before, I don't know what to tell you, but you may not be living life to its fullest extent. But that's okay because today we're going to talk about gratitude, what it is, what are some of the benefits that it has on your body, and how to actually implement it in your everyday life so that you can transform your life and attract all the good things that you want. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ishaan and welcome. Go watch some of the older videos if you want after this one. But yeah, let's just dive right into it, dude. I have some talking points and we'll start off with what is gratitude. I used to think it was just like an emotion that you practice and it makes you feel better. And that was it. But it's so much over the years I've come to realize that it's so much more than that. It's a state of being. Like you have to practice and be in that elevated emotional state regardless of everything that's going on in your life with like the chaos and the bad shit. And in this state of being, in this state of gratitude, you're choosing to intentionally focus on all the good things that are present in your life at this moment. Like I said, regardless of all the chaos and the other stuff that's going on. You can think of it like as a lens that you're putting on, and it focuses on all the good things and blurs out some of the bad stuff that's going on so that you can continue to really be grateful for all the gifts that you have. And one of the biggest things that people say is, or from my experience, what I've heard from people around me is that it's so hard to practice gratitude when everything is going bad in my life. Like I didn't get the job, I didn't get that internship, I didn't get into this program, I didn't get into this school, I didn't get this grade in this class, etc., etc. And the truth is that there's all like your life's never gonna be perfect where everything is exactly where it should be. You know this. It's not gonna happen. Which is why you have to intentionally create those emotions in your body and in your mind to intentionally focus on all the good stuff that you have. Like off the top of my head, even if everything's going like wrong in my life, like getting rejected from fellowships or not being able to productively focus on the work that I do, etc., etc. Like regardless of anything, there's few things, fundamentals that I can count, like 10 things easily that are just I can be grateful for. For instance, I have an able body. I'm able to actually walk, move around, use my hands, use my feet, use my mouth, like do different things without having some sort of disability or having some sort of physical barrier. Then the next thing is I have a comfortable bed to sleep on, bro. Like people around the world don't have that shit. There are a lot of people that don't have a roof. They don't have clothes. They don't have like they have to worry about where their next meal is gonna come from. And these are such fundamental things as humans that we can be grateful for like literally every single day. If you have food on your plate, if you have roof over your head, if you have clothes to wear, if you have a phone, you have a computer, like you have electricity, and most you have access to clean water. Like these are just basic things that I think the Western world really takes for granted when these are not things to be taken for granted. These are things that we should be grateful for and we should express gratitude towards them. But side tangent, gratitude is good for you because it's going to elevate your mood, it's going to improve your physical health over time, and it rewires your brain to look at the good things, which then means that you're going to be attracting more good things in your life, which we'll get into a little bit more. When you're more grateful, you're practicing gratitude on a daily basis, you're living in a constant state of elevated emotions. And our emotions just aren't just internal. Like they don't just stay inside. We may think so, but they bleed out of us through our energy and our aura. which aura has been a term in the spiritual realm for I don't know how long, dude. But now somehow it became mainstream like very recently in the Western world on social media, like negative aura and aura points and stuff or whatever. But it is true that we have a sort of energy field around us that either we draw power from or we give power to. And when you're in an elevated state of emotion, you're giving power to that energy field and you're expanding it further. Whereas when you're in a state of scarcity, or you're feeling down, or you have negative emotions and negative thoughts, you're drawing more energy from that field, and like thereby reducing it. And just to give like classic examples of this in real life, like, when your friend is upset, you can sense that something's off, or you can walk into a room and you're like, the vibe feels a little off. Like, that's literally your gut feeling telling you, or you like, that's your body's way of assessing the energy and aura that's in place in that surrounding. And it comes from other people's emotions and their emotional states and how they're feeling in that time period, or in that instant, or in that moment. Energy is what we put out into this universe, and that's exactly what we receive in return over the long period of time. The more you focus on abundance, the more abundance flows into your life. The more you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, the more you start attracting the best things in your life, the opportunities, the relationships, the experiences that reflect your energy of appreciation, joy, and gratitude. It's not magic, it's alignment. It's when your thoughts and emotions reflect gratitude, you're basically tuning yourself to a higher frequency that continues to bring you more reasons to be grateful for it. I think I've chatted a lot about what gratitude is, so and how it's actually beneficial. So let's dive into how you can actually practice it and implement this in your life. And of course, I'll be drawing from my personal experiences, because this guy has been journaling for 6+ years now, which is insane, because I can go back to my entries and I read the things that I was grateful for then, and I'm like, wow, like, even in the time period where I barely had certain resources or certain things, I still had so much to be grateful for. And it brings me back to the present moment where I'm like, damn, like, there's a lot of shit that's not working out, but look at all of the shit that is, like, oh my god. And compared to my past self, there's like just the sheer difference of the lifestyle that I used to live versus what I'm living now. It's insane. It's insane to me how similar yet so different it is instantaneously. But heading into how you can practice it, number one, you can journal. You can write 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for every single day before you go to bed, or even anytime throughout the day. And this is one of the strongest practices that I've had since I think 2019 ish. Like, because when I first started journaling, it was more free write in 2018, but then I did shift towards gratitude after I found out about it. And yeah, so 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. And dude, this doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't have to be like, oh my god, I'm grateful for like the craziest thing that happened. It can be about the simple stuff. It can be about how you got to enjoy a really nice cup of coffee this day, or just someone smiled at you, or that someone said that they like your energy, or someone said that, yeah, just complimented you, like they liked your shirt or they like your outfit. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be small things, because you have to develop the practice of seeing these good things, and as you continue to progress, you'll see more of it, and you'll see the bigger stuff that you can be grateful for. Another technique that honestly I didn't used to do, but I started very recently, is morning gratitude. And that's as soon as you first wake up, like while you're in bed, like literally when you open your eyes, you're turning off your alarm or whatever, like thoughts are gonna come into your head about, oh my god, I have to do this today. Oh my god, I gotta do this shit today. I have to go to this meeting. Oh my god, this person responded to me, blah, blah, blah. this is the process that I go through on a daily basis when I'm turning off my alarm, because I see my notifications. Even though I turn off my Wi-Fi and stuff, sometimes it automatically turns on. Anyway, so don't look at your phone, don't look at the notifications. If you have thoughts coming into your head, let them. But shift your focus for just 2 minutes and focus on like one or two things that you're grateful for, or that you could be grateful for, or that you're looking forward to for the day. You don't have to write it, you just have to think it. And this is also this I think is a strong practice and supplement to the journaling, because not only you're training your brain, you're literally rewiring and training your brain to look at the good things at all times. And the thing is that the moments where we're about to fall asleep and the moments right after we wake up are like two strong gateways into our subconscious programming of our mind. I think the other moments where you're accessing the subconscious is while you're asleep, but of course you can't be like consciously grateful while you're asleep. So practicing that morning gratitude in that moment, like the few moments after you wake up, can be such a strong thing. And I've been trying to do it every day, but sometimes I slip up. So it's not that you have to be perfect at this. It's about the consistency, and then you diving back in when you recognize, oh, I missed this. The next thing that you can do to practice gratitude is express it to a friend or a loved one, and tell them why you're grateful for them, or what's something that they did, or what's a trait that they have that you're grateful for. Because you'll see when you do this, you start receiving more gratitude and compliments from others, which isn't the goal of this, by the way, but it's that energy exchange that is bound to happen when you're putting out good energy out there. Like, you'll get compliments from the randomest people, dude. Like, it won't even be your friends, it would be like a random person on the street, or like it'll come from places where you least expect it. Like, I promise you, dude. I can think of like countless instances on my hand whenever I'm in a good mood and in an elevated state, people come up to me and like people give me compliments, which I don't know how it happens. To be honest, it's weirdly hard. Like, I can't explain it, but I think it's the energy exchange, and the more good energy you put out, the more you'll get back. So fuck it. Like, right now, pause this video, open up your fucking phone, text a friend, or text your mom, your dad, or your sister, your well, that's what I would do, because I have an older sister that I really, really love. But tell them, just text them, hey, I love you, I appreciate you in my life. There's this thing that I was thinking about. Like, there's a strong trait about you that whenever I think about you, I think of this, and I just wanted to let you know that you're awesome. Something like that, and just send it to them. And dude, it's gonna make the other person's day. Like, literally, if you randomly text this to a friend or a loved one, like, it's gonna make their day. So you're spreading joy in that sense. And the last thing that you can do to practice gratitude is mindful moments randomly throughout the day, bro. Like, if you're working and you just take 1 minute to pause, close your eyes, and I'm just so grateful for life. Like, there's places that don't even have clean air, and I'm able to breathe. Like, I have access to, like, I'm just in a privileged place where I don't have to worry about literally the most basic necessities of life, and that's just such a privileged place to be in. But you can take these moments at any given time, dude. Like, working on your laptop, you'll be like, damn, like, I'm kind of grateful that I have such a nice piece of technology that lets me do so much things. Like, I can connect with people through this, I can do my work on this. Then you can start thinking maybe about, like, how you have the funds to buy something like this or something else. Or like, if you're buying a coffee outside, like, you can be grateful for how you have the ability to afford someone else making your coffee for you, because a lot of people don't have that privilege. And it's not about comparison, but it's about perspective and reminding yourself that even the smallest of things, you can take them for granted if you want, but If you want more out of life, then you're gonna have to be grateful for the smallest and smallest of things. Because having the big things, it doesn't it doesn't automatically make you more grateful. It never will. And I've seen both sides, I feel like, for to a certain extent. And it only getting to the big things, material stuff, like it only amplifies what's already within you. So if you don't have feelings of gratitude and joy within you, living like it in your state of being already, then nothing externally is ever going to change that. Lastly, one of the important tips is, if you're ever stuck in a negative feedback loop in your mind where you're like, damn, like I just have everything that's going wrong, I don't know how to be grateful, which, dude, human nature, it's bound to happen. Happens to me more frequently than you might expect. And in those moments, you have to induce gratitude. How do you induce it? You remind yourself of a time with a friend or a family member that's like a very fond memory, like a memory of you guys like spending quality time together. And bro, don't lie, like this, when you think of a memory like that where you're having a fun, you're just having a lot of fun with your friends or your family, like it, does that not automatically bring a smile to your face? Like, doesn't that make you feel something internally? Like, it makes you feel like, damn, like I kind of missed that time. You be grateful for it. Be like genuinely bring that image or bring that visualization into your mind. Close your eyes and be like, damn, like I'm so grateful that I got to live that experience and I have had such a rich life. And that's one of my, I think that's one of the biggest tips that I can give, because I learned that from Hamza, one of the self-improvement YouTubers, so shout out to him. But when he said this one in one of his videos like a couple years back, like it really stuck with me, dude. Like, and since then I've been practicing it whenever I feel like I don't have things to be grateful for. I feel like, damn, like everything's going wrong. Gratitude isn't just something you feel, it's something you live by, and it's a state of being that I keep repeating. You have to start small, stay consistent, and trust me, dude, just you'll naturally see the results for yourself and see how your life transforms as you continue to put out the good energy. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you so much. I really hope you got something out of it. And if you want, yeah, let me know in the comments below what is something that you're currently grateful for. And I will wrap it up here. I will catch you all in the next video.